First idea is Bank United. Is this a regional lender in the States?
It is, Andy. Based in Florida. They have some branches in New York, but I think only 4. They have 60-some in Florida. Commercial and personal lender. Very attractive. They have a great dividend, about 3%. Their coverage ratio is very strong. The average regional bank pays out about 35% of their income in dividends. They're down in the low 20s, so it's well covered. They trade at a good valuation, about 30% below the group average, so a little less than 10 times earnings. And they're growing their loan book quite nicely. So we think it's a good opportunity here. It's not, of course, a household name, but it's in our U.S. small cap portfolio.
Qualcomm is your next idea.
Yeah, well, Qualcomm, we were talking about Intel earlier in the show, and I said I had a better option on the chip side. Qualcomm trades quite inexpensively, less than 10 times 2022 earnings. They're into their 23 fiscal right now. But full disclosure, for Qualcomm standpoint, the chip business is not going to be as good in 2023. There's a bit of inventory channel blockage. Things are not going to be as good. So we expect that Qualcomm will probably move to a 11 or 12 multiple based on not a great 23, but they've got a lot of runway in front of them. They're not just a handset chip provider, Internet of Things, 5G. Their automotive business is doing extremely well. So we think there's a lot of good things happening here. They've also been a little bit depressed because of what's happened in China, which, of course, is a big market for them, and it's been unsure.
Your last idea, Visa.
Yeah, we just recently bought Visa in the U.S. large cap portfolio. We're excited about it. We've owned Visa before. We owned it up until the summer of 2019. Sold it at that point based on valuation. It was trading at about 34, 35 times earnings. Just got too rich. It had done everything we asked of it, but the price had risen too much and the value just wasn't there. Well, what we found was that we sold it at $180 then. We bought it at $205 just recently, so about a 13-14% appreciation. But we got a 56% appreciation of earnings. Earnings have gone from $530 to $830 since we sold it, and revenues have gone from $23 billion to $32 billion. So we're getting a lot of bang for our buck. It's trading now in the low 20s multiple area, so we're excited to own it again.
And it has the growth, you reckon, to justify a low 20s multiple?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the biggest finance payment company of all, and it's expanding around the world. People are using plastic more than currencies. It's in the last 5 or so years taken over Visa Europe, so lots of opportunity for this company.
I suppose if you use PayPal or something, you're still going through your Visa card.
Exactly. Visa's got their fingerprints on everything, and we love to own the granddaddy.
I wonder, though, will some technology challenge emerge, maybe down the road via blockchain or something, but...
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
My expectation is that Visa, being the powerhouse it is going to be a wonderful partner for anybody who has an idea for a payment solutions system through blockchain.
Right.